Here at L&N Stadium after Jeff Brom's last regular season news conference of the season, previewing, of course, the arch rival Kentucky game for the Louisville Cardinals. And I'm out here in front of the cabooses because, you know, they always bring up the rear. This is the last game of the season, and for Louisville football, it is the final exam. Now, Louisville will go on to a bowl game. Most of the bowl projections have them actually going to the Gator Bowl, played in Jacksonville, Florida on January 2nd. But the big game, the one that matters, more that will be remembered than even a bowl game, is what happens at Kroger Field in Lexington on Saturday. Louisville hasn't won this game since 2017. They know that this is the game that will define their season for good or ill. Let's listen to what some of the guys had to say about it on Monday morning.
But you got to finish the season strong, and if you don't win it, man, it puts a sour taste in your mouth. And we had that feeling last year, and man, it's a bad taste, and it stays there for a long time. So you got to work your butt off this week to try not to have that taste come back again. But we've got to really play well in order to do that.
Super important game, super important for our program, for this state. It's a huge game. Yeah, I think to kind of have a legacy in this program, beating the rival is very important. So if we can go out there and do that, I think that'll raise the way I think people think about him and about how this season has gone.
Yeah, it's the biggest game of the year, to put it like that way. We know what this game means to the city. We know how important this is. We know their record doesn't matter, our record doesn't matter, so it's going to be a war. We're ready. Well, I'll say if you ask anybody in this city, I think this game would mean more than anything else in the world. Honestly, that's the biggest game. So we know what it means to us. We know what it means to the city. We know what it means to this university, so we got to get it done.
Said is I've had fans and people come up just when we're at getting food or whatever, just kind of whoever we're playing that week earlier in the season, you're like, I don't even really care about this game as long as you beat Kentucky. And it's like, what do you mean we're playing Miami or we're playing Virginia this week? And I was like, this is a big game.
I think the big question about this game is, number one, what is Kentucky's attitude? Kentucky loves playing this game. They love winning this game. They frankly have had the better mindset in these games for a long time. They don't feel like they have a lot of pressure on them. It helps that they've had the more talented team physically. I'm not so sure they don't have more physical talent defensively on the defensive unit than most of the units that are going to be on the field on Saturday, but they have not played like it, and they've really not played like it at home. So what mindset does Kentucky bring to the game? Who plays in the game? Because Kentucky does not have a bowl game ahead. Do they have guys even opt out of this one? I don't know what's going to happen. Or do they view this as a one last chance to leave Kentucky fans with a good feeling, an incredibly valuable game for Kentucky, even though it's not looking at a bowl appearance ahead? We will have coverage all week at WDRB.com and here on WDRB Plus from L&N Stadium. I'm Eric Crawford for WDRB Sports.